Welcome to the virtual college fair for all Virginia students sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Counselors and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at strivescan.com/Virginia. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website, strivescan.com/Virginia. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter from the University of Delaware. Take it away.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And good afternoon to everyone. Thank you so much for spending some of your Wednesday afternoon with us. My name is Luis Portillo. I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions with the University of Delaware. I'm going to try my hardest to keep this as quickly as possible. When we first talk about the University of Delaware, the first thing we talk about is going to be our location. When you think about the University of Delaware in Newark, Delaware, and you have to say Newark because we do pronounce both syllables, unlike a neighboring city of Newark, New Jersey. With us, Newark, Delaware is within a 2-hour radius of 4 major metropolitan cities. So what does that mean for our students that are looking at Newark, at University of Delaware? That means that four major city opportunities when it comes to co-ops and internships. DC, Baltimore, Philadelphia, and New York City are all reachable and accessible via public transit. I've had students in the past that take a $12 round trip bus, mega bus into New York City and spend the weekend there, spend the day there and come back. You may or may not have heard Dr. Jill Biden actually would travel from DC back to Newark on a regular basis when Vice President Biden was in office. But that alone shows you the accessibility we have to 4 different areas when it comes to opportunities for y'all. The other city that we talk about is Wilmington, Delaware. So Wilmington, Delaware is part of the greater Washington, D.C., part of the greater Philadelphia area, I apologize. And being part of the greater Philadelphia area allows us to be close enough to a major city where you see a lot of Fortune 500 companies and different corporations actually incorporated in the state of Delaware. And the reason for that is because the state of Delaware offers a large tax break for a lot of companies like that, which means in turn, another great opportunity for internships and co-ops on our campus. When you think about the University of Delaware, we are a traditional college campus, very green, abundant amount of space for you to hang out with your friends in between classes. We were established back in 1743. So when you look at our architecture, you definitely see that influence, that colonial-esque type of influence. The red brick, the white window sills, the white pillars, up and down campus. From North Campus all the way to South Campus, I would say it's about a mile long. We offer a wide variety of programs, over 150 programs to be exact. But this website, udel.edu/college-prep, offers our students an opportunity and a guide and a resource to really go through the steps of the application. 2 of them in general, the writing your essay and the self-reported academic record, can actually be used for more than one academic institution. For instance, if you're applying to schools like a Penn State, a Pitt, Virginia Tech, Rutgers, those schools all use a self-reported academic record. In that link, we will have a tutorial on how to fill out your SRAR. And then for the writing your essay portion, we do give a lot of hints and tips on how to write your essay, a great opportunity and a great resource for all students to use. As I mentioned earlier, we have over 150 different programs. We are a tier 1 research institution, so we do have to offer pretty much everything under the sun when it comes to academics. So we have a strong focus in the STEM. We have also education, human development, earth, ocean, and environment. We have our College of Arts and Sciences, our Biden School of Public Policy, just to name a few. And we do have over 100 minors and over 50 4+1 programs. The website at the bottom, udel.edu/major finder, offers an opportunity for our students to go ahead and take a look at and compare and contrast all the majors that we have on campus. It'll give you an overview of our program, some areas of studies, career options, clubs and organizations specific to that major on our campus, and then our sample curriculum as well. Our honors college, pretty self-explanatory. We do stand on 3 pillars: the challenge, community, and enrichment. Challenge is more intense rigor, community, living learning community, also assigned a peer mentor. And then the enrichment portion is a senior capstone project that is funded by the university with a $2,500 grant. We're all about expanding out of the classroom. And for us, expanding out of the classroom not only means internships or co-ops, but we have different programs like scholars or fellows. That is not so much an organization and not so much a minor, but it is opportunities to put what you're learning in the classroom into real world experience. A quick, for instance, our climate fellows program takes what our environmental science students, our public policy students, our environmental engineering students are taking and learning in the classroom and implementing it against probably the biggest battle we as a globe have to fight, which is climate change. Other things like cybersecurity fellows program is another one. We have a Bloomberg certificate that students can get through things like that. So it's an expansion of what you're doing in the classroom. We also have a World Scholars Program. This is my contact information. I'll leave that up for a little bit longer, but the World Scholars Program is for students that are looking to study abroad early and often. Fun fact, the University of Delaware, we were the first school in the entire United States to implement a study abroad program. We've been doing it for 97 years, since 1923. But students in the World Scholars Program study abroad in their first semester of freshman year, and then again in their junior year. And then we are on the Common and Coalition app, and that is it for me. I think I cut it short this time, 4 times the charm.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from the University of South Carolina.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Let me go ahead and get my presentation pulled up here in just a second. Okay, so we will go ahead and jump right on into this. So again, welcome. Thank you for taking some time to spend with us this evening. So really quickly, just a little bit about the University of South Carolina. We do have about 35,000 students total, about 26,000 undergrad students. So we definitely are a big school with big spirit and a lot of big opportunities. And even though we are a large institution, you'll find that we have about a 17-to-1 student faculty ratio. So you have all the opportunities of a larger institution, but again, we really do create many ways for you to have that smaller experience as well. One thing that makes us unique is that we are located right in the state capital of Columbia. So when you are on kind of the central part of our campus, which is known as the Horseshoe, it looks and feels the way college is supposed to look. That's something that we hear students say a lot. But as you kind of move out from that central part of the campus, you'll find that there's all kinds of really cool things to do out in this city, as far as shopping, dining, entertainment, recreation, and of course, internships as well. So you have a great mix of things to do, and it is a college town. But as far as academics are concerned, we are a Tier 1 research institution, which for you means that you will be a part of a robust academic community. We have over 50 nationally ranked programs, which is more than every other college or university in South Carolina combined. We are the state flagship institution of South Carolina. Again, we have about a 17-to-1 student faculty ratio, and we have over 300 combinations of majors, minors, and pre-professional programs. So people often ask which programs are popular, and I like to say it's a very well-rounded academic community. So if you have questions about programs in particular, I'll be happy to chat with you individually, and you can of course find a complete listing on the website as well. But regardless of what you're studying, we want to find ways to create those hands-on experiences for you. So we're really big on internships, we're big on career development. We want to help you get where you're trying to go. Study abroad is important as well. Yes, we care about outcomes, but we want to make sure that you're making the most of the 4 years that you are with us while you are on campus in Columbia. So we're big on study abroad. We find ways to include undergrads on research projects. You really can get that hands-on experience at South Carolina. And the good news is that the process works. Our alumni are all over the place. They're doing some really great things. These are really just a few examples, but again, if you want to chat more about our alumni and what they're up to, just let us know. We've had a lot of success with grad school as well. So our faculty members are leaders in their fields, and the good news is that that network can really help you when it comes time to assistantships and things like that. And as far as the Carolina Elite programs are concerned, you may have heard that we have the top ranked honor school in the country for public institutions. Put simply, at South Carolina, honors is a really big deal. You really do have all the benefits of a top tier liberal arts college within the umbrella of the university. And regardless of what that academic path looks like, we want you to get involved on campus. So we have hundreds of clubs and organizations, thousands of events throughout the school year. It's really just up to you to decide what you want to do. We are about 25% Greek, so it's there if you want it, but if you don't want it, there's no pressure to join. We have many different styles of housing for you to choose from. Every building is a living and learning community, and we do have many different options as far as dining is concerned, and you can bring your car from day one. We really do want happy, healthy, well-rounded students, and housing is required and guaranteed the first year that we're on campus. And then even before the pandemic, we had a wonderful health center right on our campus. So if you need to see a doctor, have a prescription filled, we have a great counseling center. And then we just do a lot of wellness programming in general. Again, we are truly committed to your success inside and outside the classroom as an undergrad student. And then last but not least, just a little bit about the spirit on our campus. It's a really positive place to be. Our students love being there, and you really do get that feeling that you are a part of something bigger than yourself. As far as the application is concerned, you can use the Common App, the Coalition app, or our own direct app. We need the application fee or the fee waiver, your official school report form. We do not need any letters of recommendation. Then you can upload that unofficial transcript directly into the application, and then one required supplemental material. So for us, if you have the test scores, you can send them. If you don't have them or you don't want to send them, that is fine as well. If you choose not to submit the test scores, you can have two other options. You can either submit 3 AP, IB, or Cambridge level exams, or you can submit a graded writing sample from 11th or 12th grade. And then as far as the deadlines are concerned, at this point, if you have not yet applied, we would still love for you to apply by December 1st, which is when the regular decision application is due. Coursework is very simple. A few things I'll mention very quickly here. Math, we need you to go through Algebra 2, then one course beyond Algebra 2, 3 units in the social studies, and then lab sciences. We need some combination of biology, chemistry, physics, or earth science. Here you see the average profile from historic years. Tuition, this is just an estimate of what that out-of-state may look like. About a third of our students do receive a merit-based award. You do not have to apply for merit, and you will be considered automatically. My dogs are barking, so I think that means we are just about done here. We are committed to helping you find that financial fit at South Carolina, so our financial aid office is more than happy to help. So here's my contact information. If you have any questions, I am more than happy to help you out. Thanks again, and have a great day.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Seton Hall University.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Jenna DeSembrino, and I'm an Assistant Director of Admissions here at Seton Hall University. We are located in South Orange, New Jersey, just 30 minutes outside of New York City. So around 6,200 undergraduate students call Seton Hall home. 55% are female, 45% male, and we have students from all 50 states as well as 70 different countries. And our diversity rate is 45%. Our average class size is 21, and our student to faculty ratio is 14 to 1. We have over 90 majors and programs, and they all fall within our 10 schools and colleges. To highlight a few, I'd like to point out our School of Communication and the Arts. In this school, we have a nationally ranked college radio station, as well as a nationally ranked school newspaper. And there's many opportunities available to students being right outside of New York City. Also to highlight our School of Diplomacy and International Relations, we have an exclusive alliance with the United Nations, and they help to craft the school's curriculum. There's also many cool programs for this school, one of which includes spending a semester in DC, where you not only take classes, but you also intern. Our Stillman School of Business is ranked as one of the best undergraduate business programs in the nation. And this school provides a lot of hands-on experience. So you'll find that we have a market research center that real-world clients come to have market research carried out. We have a sports polling lab, as well as a mock stock trading room. And then we're also very well known for our School of Health and Medical Sciences. And in this school, we offer multiple dual degree programs that allow you to get both a bachelor's and a master's within a 4 or 5 or 6 year time frame. So within our classes at Seton Hall, we put a lot of focus on hands-on learning, but we are also huge advocates for having our students intern. As a freshman, you will start working with our 12-member Career Center staff, and that 12-member Career Center staff is able to provide our students with over 17,000 different internship opportunities each year. This helps Seton Hall rank 4th in the nation for providing its students with the most internship opportunities. Our students' academic experience paired with their internship experience helps them have a 92% employment rate 6 months post-graduation, as well as 50% higher mid-career earnings compared to students from other universities. As you can see on this screen, some of our past students, like Andrew, has interned at Prudential, PwC, and Fox News. Brianna has interned at Google 3 times, and Chase has interned at the DEA and US Secret Service. In terms of what's new on our campus, we have an interprofessional health and sciences campus that opened up in 2018. This campus provides state-of-the-art facilities for all of our health sciences programs, and there's many different facilities such as a mock operation room, a labor and delivery room, different simulation labs, so that students can get a lot of hands-on learning. We also have our Buccino Leadership Institute, which has been ranked as the #1 leadership program in the nation for the past 5 years. This leadership program is currently housed in our Stillman School of Business, but is now being used as a model to build leadership programs across all of our schools and colleges. So moving on from the academics, I'd like to jump to a student and campus life at Seton Hall. So we have 150 clubs and organizations, and within that 22 Greek organizations. We also have 14 NCAA Division I sports teams, our most well-known one being our men's basketball team. We also have over 25 club and intramural sports that about 50% of our students participate in. So that's a great way to get involved in our campus. And then we are also only 14 miles outside of New York City, a 30-minute train ride. So there's endless entertainment real close to our campus. In terms of how to apply at Seton Hall, we do take a rolling admissions approach, but still lay out 4 different deadlines. Our early action and non-binding deadlines are November 15th and December 15th. And then our regular decision deadlines are February 1st and March 1st. When highlighting our application deadlines, we also like to point out that you should file the FAFSA by November 1st. When you apply to Seton Hall, you are automatically considered for a university scholarship. And then additionally, you can apply to special scholarships by January 15th. And also a good thing to point out is that we are going test optional for our fall 2021 applicants. The only program this does exclude is our joint MD program. So this wraps up my presentation. If you'd like to find out more about Seton Hall, feel free to follow that admissions link or reach out to me at the email provided on the screen. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
All right, give it a second to pull this up. Sorry about the delay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean Jones. I am one of the Associate Directors of Admissions here at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. This evening with me, I also have my colleague, Ms. Lori Rose. So if anyone has any questions, whether they're general or specific to IUP, please feel free to send them. The presentation that we have for you this evening, it's quick, it's brief, it's to the point. More importantly, it addresses the most common questions we get from students. So with that being said, let's get started. What I would like to do is to start off by sharing a little information about IUP, some general information. We are a state-owned university. We're located in Western Pennsylvania, approximately 45 minutes to an hour east of Pittsburgh. We have on our campus over 10,000 students who attend IUP, which makes IUP one of the largest institutions in the state. Of those 10,000 students, about 8,000 are undergraduate students, a little over 2,000 are graduate students pursuing either their master's degree or their PhD. Our students come from around the world, representing 50 countries as well as 46 states. 7% of our students are from out of state. Because of the quality of the academic programs that we have to offer, the tuition discount we offer to out-of-state students, the majority of these out-of-state students are from Virginia. Do you have my major is probably one of the most common questions that most universities get. Here at IUP, we offer over 130 undergraduate programs, 70 minors, 30 certificate programs, as well as 40 master's degree programs and 14 doctoral programs. Excuse me. The most popular programs we have here at our institution, you're looking at education, criminology, communication media, pre-law, pre-med, nursing, psychology, and anything that deals with business. Some of our more unique programs we offer are speech and language pathology, interior design, and environmental health. Whatever your career goal may be, you will have the opportunity to create your own path here at IUP through any combination of double majoring or a major or minor, as well as adding a certificate onto the equation. How will you learn? Here at IUP, learning takes place in many different ways, both inside and outside of the classroom. When you take a look inside of the classroom, our average class size, you're looking at 30 to 35 students. Our student to faculty ratio is 16:1. What this does for us is that this gives our students an opportunity to know their professors, and at the same time, our professors get an opportunity to know their students. 98% of our classes are taught by full-time faculty, not graduate assistants, and all of our faculty members have office hours. Despite the array of academic support services we have here at IUP, such as an academic success center, writing lab, tutoring center, despite those support services that we have, your professor is always going to be your first tutor here at our institution. Also here at IUP, we want you to learn outside of the classroom. You'll learn by getting hands-on experience, by doing research with our faculty, by participating in either a study abroad or a national student exchange program. We offer our students over 300 study abroad opportunities, as well as 375 national student exchange locations. So if you are a student and you're interested in doing a semester, let's say at the University of Hawaii, if you're interested in doing a study abroad in France, you will have that opportunity along with other opportunities as well. Each year on our campus, we host anywhere between 3 to 4 different job fairs where we will invite local, state, national, and international companies to our campus. This provides our students with opportunities to network, apply, interview for both internships and full-time employment. Each year here at IUP, on average, about 3,000 of our students will participate in an internship. And these students are participating in internships at some of the largest companies in the world, from Tesla to IBM to Disney. Taking what you've learned in the classroom and outside of the classroom is why 98% of our students, once they graduate, either go to graduate school or find a job once they are done. Where will you live and eat here on campus? We offer to our students 11 resident halls, 4 dining facilities. Students have 6 different options to choose from a single person suite to a 4-person suite. All of our resident halls have AC, heating, laundry rooms, microwave, refrigerators, Wi-Fi, pretty much all of the basic comforts that you have at home. All of our freshman students are required to live on campus your freshman year. However, freshman students are allowed to have a vehicle on campus as well. Getting involved is extremely important. We encourage all of our students to get involved on our campus. Getting involved is easy. We have over 200 clubs and organizations, fraternities, sororities, service organizations, as well as 19 Division II varsity sports. All of our athletic teams are constantly ranked each year nationally, with both of our men and women's basketball team making the Final Four in recent years. How do you get started? How do you apply to IUP? Well, before you get started, there are 3 things you want to keep in mind. First, we're on a rolling admissions basis, so we do not have a deadline. Number 2, we do not have an application fee, so it does not cost you anything to apply to IUP. And number 3, we are test optional. If you've taken SATs, if you have taken the ACT test score and you want to send them in to us, you're more than welcome to do so. Letters of recommendations and essays, they're optional as well. You don't have to send those in. Once we have all of your information, it usually takes us about 2 to 3 weeks to make a decision. So we are with a pretty quick turnaround. Financing your IUP education starts with completing the FAFSA form. Our recommendation is that you have it completed by January 15th. Regardless of whether you are an in-state or out-of-state student, our merit-based scholarships are open to all students. If you want to get more information about IUP, we encourage you to visit our website, and you can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Sweet Briar College.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening. My name is Mandy Dean. I am one of the admissions counselors here at Sweet Briar, and so we will go ahead and get started. Sweet Briar College is an all-women's college located in Central Virginia. We are about an hour south of Charlottesville, Virginia, and about 20 minutes north of Lynchburg, Virginia. We've been graduating women since before women could vote. And we are an intentionally small all-women's college with about 400 students in our student body currently. That puts our average class size to be around 10, with the student to faculty ratio at 7:1. We are highly residential. The majority of our students do live on campus, with the exception of those that do live here locally. And majority of our faculty and staff also live on campus. We may be a small college, but we are on a vast campus that we like to say is our living laboratory right here on campus for you to fully engage in your learning. We teach our academics in a unique system. We have a 4-segmented calendar where you will take a one class in a 3-week window, and you would take about 4 or 5 classes in your 12-week sessions. We offer 20 undergraduate programs, which will include 3 pre-professional programs, which I do have listed here: pre-med, pre-vet, and pre-law. And we also have a fully certified, ABET certified engineering program here, where currently we have students that are enrolled that do plan to go into NASA upon graduation. We also offer a Master of Arts in Teaching program, which is a 5-year program here at Sweet Briar. And we don't require you to take 2 years of general education before diving into what interests you for your major. You can start taking those classes as early as your first year here at Sweet Briar. While you are studying here at Sweet Briar, you will be fully guided by all of our staff here at Sweet Briar, starting with our career services. They will work closely with you to build out your resume, as well as give you opportunities for internships, and will continue to work with you as you are making your way through your years here at Sweet Briar. With the engaged learning that we have here amongst our faculty and staff, majority of our students are gainfully employed or into those next steps within 6 months of graduation. We also offer a wide variety of clubs on campus here. We have more than 20 clubs on campus. This is just a small sampling of the more popular clubs at Sweet Briar. All of our clubs are student-based and student-run here at Sweet Briar. And we like to say if there is a club that we do not have on our campus that you wish to be a part of, then it just takes you, a few students, and a faculty advisor to be your sponsor, and you have your club. We also are, for our athletics, we are Division III. We participate in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. We have 7 varsity sports, which I have imaged here. That is field hockey, lacrosse, tennis, cross country, swimming, golf, and soccer are our 7 varsity sports. We have club volleyball and softball that we offer here as well. And in addition to these athletics, we also offer riding here at Sweet Briar. Riding is a program that you can get involved in both as a sport as well as academics. We offer a business side and a pre-veterinary side to our riding curriculum here. And we have 3 levels of competition that you can ride in here at Sweet Briar. This is our tuition rates set for this year. A total cost is $36,200. We like to say we are a private college at a public school cost, and this is a breakdown of that cost for you. And the majority of our students do receive merit aid upon acceptance, and then follow that with need-based aid. So it is really important to submit your FAFSA. You can apply to us right through our website or the Common App. There is no fee to apply. We are test optional as well, but we are test optional if your GPA is 3.0 or higher. Transcripts are required when you are applying. And then of course, we do encourage you to submit your recommendation letters and essays, though they are optional. And if you do have any transfer credits or are currently enrolled in a community college, we do offer a free transfer credit evaluation as well. We also are on campus in spite of the pandemic. We are currently on campus here at Briar, so we do encourage you to come see us in person. We do have visits Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. and 2 p.m., but we also offer another virtual session as well. So we do have 3 options for doing virtual tours, and you can register for both on our website. So that's just a bit about Briar, and thank you for joining us this evening, and I'd be glad to answer any questions that you have.
Thank you. Lastly, we'll be hearing from Stony Brook University.
All right, good evening, you guys. My name is Rachel. I'm one of the out-of-state admissions counselors here at Stony Brook. So I cover from Delaware down to Florida, so I have quite a bit of territory. I totally wish this was in person. I definitely miss the travel aspect and seeing you guys and meeting you face to face. But here we are. This is the new normal, right? So I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to try to stay within the 6 minutes tonight. So this is a aerial view of our campus. For those of you who don't know, we are located in basically smack in the middle of Long Island, New York. So about 60 miles to the west of us is New York City, and then 60 miles east is Montauk, which is more of like a beachy vibe. I am actually from the east end of Long Island, so I'm a little bit biased as far as where our location is, but it really is the best of both worlds. You have the city, which is very busy life, media capital of the world, and then you have Montauk, which is beaches, and we being on an island, we are surrounded by beaches too, which is really nice. But this campus, it does look very large. We are on just over 1,000 acres. We are a large size public institution and part of the SUNY system, which is the State Universities of New York. But it's very manageable to get around. Everything is within that circle that you see there. And surrounding that is all of our residential halls. And this is actually considered our West Campus. We do also have our East Campus, which is the hospital side of campus. It's right next door to us. And then we have another campus in Southampton, which is dedicated to our School of Marine and Atmospheric Sciences and our Health Technology Management programs, which are graduate level. So to give you a breakdown of the newest, some of the newest news and just general facts. So we are, like I said, a large size institution. We have just over 18,000 students. As I mentioned, we are on just over 1,000 acres. We are going test optional through spring 2022. So that's kind of exciting. And if you're considering any other SUNY schools, you will see this across the board. It is a SUNY implemented thing. We're hoping to go beyond this, but we'll see what happens. And we do have a new major, which is Globalization Studies and International Relations. It's exactly what it sounds to be, very timely for everything going on in the world right now. If I were going back to school, I might consider this. They actually have a component that's built in that they're very much encouraging studying abroad. So that's something that's really cool. And it is interdisciplinary approached. So there are 9 faculty members that they pulled throughout different areas within other majors to teach within this major. So it covers a lot of ground. Speaking of majors, we do have more than 200 academic programs that we offer at Stony Brook. This does include our majors and minors. They fall into each of these colleges and schools listed here. One note is College of Engineering and Applied Sciences. There are some different requirements that need to be met to apply to those schools. We do have the only School of Journalism within the SUNY system, so the State Universities of New York. And then the last three, health tech and management, nursing and social welfare, are actually upper division. So you can't actually apply directly into these schools until your junior year. As far as campus dining goes, this is something that was always important to me when I was looking at colleges. We have unlimited meal plans for our freshman students. And we have everything from sushi to pizza. So a lot of options there. We are a very diverse campus and we celebrate that through our food. So plenty of ways to eat. The food is good. I have eaten on campus plenty of times. So you won't go short there. We do have 3 Starbucks on campus too. So you will be highly caffeinated always. As far as campus residence goes, we have over 10,000 students that typically live on campus. COVID makes that look a little bit different right now. We only have about 6,000, but there is a 4-year housing guarantee, and we have a few different styles. So corridor, suite, and apartment. Apartment is exclusive to upperclassmen, but it is an option later on down the road. And we are the largest residential population in the SUNY system as well. As far as our deadline and procedures go for freshman applications, January 15th is our one and only deadline. We have regular decision. April 1st is the very latest you would receive your decision. And then May 1st is the national deadline to commit regardless of where you go. So at Stony Brook, you'd be a Seawolf. So this is Wolfie here. Actually, he is our mascot. We are the Seawolves. The application process itself, you apply online. We're on the Common Application, SUNY Application, and Coalition, whatever's easier for you. Transcripts, we need your official high school. Test scores are optional right now. You can still submit them. We look for at least a 1240 or higher for SAT and 26 or higher for ACT. If you have that, submit them. And then supplements, we look for at least 1 letter of recommendation. As far as our cost goes, we are known for our affordability, especially being a top tier institution located where we are. You have access to very wonderful faculty. So a lot of resources that we offer. So it's a great bang for your buck. We're just over $42,000 for our out-of-state students. This does include tuition fees and room and board, which is where you live on campus, and also your meal plan. So very affordable. We are on Raise Me, which is an application you can download on your phone. You earn micro scholarships based on your high school accomplishments. So if you haven't checked that out, I highly recommend downloading that just to take a look. And about 79% of our freshmen do receive financial aid. So make sure you're filling out that FAFSA. It can fill in any financial gaps that you may need. And then we also have about 70% of our freshmen that receive institutional awards. So this does include our merit-based scholarships. As an out-of-state student, as long as you're meeting that 3.7, you'll start at least $3,000, and it can go up to full tuition. So they're very generous there. This is my contact information. My email's there. It's the best way to reach me right now. You can chat with some of our current Seawolves. So if you can take a picture of your phone real quick, you can chat with one of our current students. And then we are on social media at Stony Brook U. So thank you for joining tonight, guys. Have a great night.
Thank you. Excuse me. So we do have a bit of extra time if everyone would like to come back on. If any of the attendees have any Q&A questions, please submit those. And I'll just ask everyone to share their favorite tradition that takes place on their campus, and we can just go in the same order that you presented in, starting with University of Delaware.
Awesome. So my favorite tradition on University of Delaware's campus is kind of a 4-year tradition. It starts when you come in, our 1743 welcome days. We have some arches that connect old campus to South Campus, which used to be called the Kissing Arches. Long story between that. When we used to be men and women's college, that's where they used to meet. And if they kissed, they spent together forever. But beyond that, now our freshmen actually walk through those arches, go on the South Lawn, South Green, and have a welcome ceremony, have a candlelight vigil. And then those same freshmen, when it's time to graduate, a week before graduation, come back to the South Green, toast together, one final hoorah, and then walk out of those same arches. So it's kind of a full circle tradition that we have on campus that I enjoy. So.
Yeah, so one thing that I'll mention is that it is football related. Right before kickoff, Sandstorm is our thing. It's just a big party in the stadium, for lack of better words. Everybody just gets really excited and ready to go. It's an absolute blast, and I think that it's very memorable for our students. And it's not just about athletics, it's about coming together as a community. And I think that is why that really stands out as a favorite tradition for many students.
I would say my favorite tradition at Seton Hall University is our tree lighting that we have each year during the holidays. It's in the center of our campus on our green, which is right behind me. And all of our students attend, as well as our alumni and our South Orange community. And it's just a really great event that everyone can gather around.
For me, I would say favorite tradition is beating our rivals, California University of Pennsylvania. It's known as the Cold Bowl. It dates back to 1918, and I'm proud to say that we are leading the all-time series 64-28. So that's my favorite tradition. Oh, also, not so much the university, but the community. We are Indiana County is the Christmas tree capital of the world. So if you got a Christmas tree, chances are you got it from Indiana. So when you get your Christmas tree this Christmas, think about Indiana. Thank you.
So Sweet Briar is steeped in tradition, and it's hard to pick just one. So if I had to pick just one, I would say it's the toast that we do to our seniors here at Sweet Briar. We do it with our president at our Sweet Briar house, which is the residence of the president. And I think it's great because we're celebrating them as seniors and all the accomplishments that they have done over the 4 years here at Sweet Briar. And it also shows how much accessibility the student has to the college president. Can't really say that everywhere. So, they can have a class with the president, or they can have a celebratory toast after 4 years. But I would say it's one of my top favorites here.
And for us at Stony Brook, it's hands down Roth Pond Regatta. We've been doing it for, I think, about 40 years now. So basically there's a Roth quad and there's a pond there. So students are given 3 items. It's duct tape, cardboard, and paint. And they have to create boats and get them across this pond. A lot of them jump in. It's absolutely disgusting, but it's a really fun day. Everyone comes out. Our School of Journalism actually covers the event live now. So that's kind of a cool little twist on it. And they give out prizes, and it's a really fun day. And like I said, it's very deeply seated at Stony Brook. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for sharing, and thank you everyone for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions at stridescam.com/Virginia. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at stridescam.com/Virginia. Thank you. Bye.